Hello and welcome to this week's vlog from Maddisons. Well, unsurprisingly I suppose, but Rightmove came out with a really interesting story this week about the great move out to more rural living and escape to the country. It was showing how those in cities, the increased demand for them searching for properties either in a very rural location or in a village or a town, but certainly not in a city, has increased dramatically. Here in Tunbridge Wells, if we look at our biggest city on our doorstep, it's of course London, and inquiries are up 74% from Londoners in June and July to look for more rural living, and 49% increase in looking at the towns as well. One of the biggest questions I get asked at the moment, what's your London buyer market like? Well, the reality is London buyers look on Rightmove like any other buyer. There's no mystical place where they're hanging out other than Rightmove. So of course your internet listing needs to be as strong as possible, and you must show that you understand the area. You need to get your head around the schooling and understand what the London buyers like. They love the village area of Tunbridge Wells, they love the architecture, the proximity to the parks and the mainline station. So yes, we are under offer to quite a lot of London buyers on our book at the moment. And the reasons for that, well, there's a feeling that during the pandemic there was an increased desire for outside space, private outside space, and of course that's in a real premium in the city, and also people have just been reflecting, thinking, taking stock and wanting more of a work-life balance. So yeah, great for us out here in Tunbridge Wells and the surrounding villages where we're certainly seeing all of that increased demand. And another great little property on Rightmove that caught my attention was a house that had no front door. Really interesting. It's very, very unusual. You get to it through a back door. A great little two-bedroom property, but very, very intriguing. So just while I was looking at that particular piece of research, that one caught my eye, and I just thought you might like to see it as well. Another interesting update that happened last week was Land Registry will now accept electronic signatures for deeds. Historically, deeds have always had to be signed in person and witnessed, but that has now changed. So great news that Land Registry are catching up there. And will it mean the conveyancing process becomes a bit more automated and slick? Watch this space. We look forward to finding out. The pandemic has increased all sorts of new technology. Everyone's using Zoom. We now do all our first viewings virtually. So interesting to see what happens in that particular sector as well. And two properties that have had price reduction I want to tell you about. Two-bedroom flat on Grove Hill Road, just reduced to $440,000. It's in really lovely condition, a great size, two double bedrooms, and very close to that lovely Grove Park, the village area I was just talking about. And Bush's Farmhouse, if you do want a bit more rural living, out in Brenchley, £995,000 that's been reduced to. It's great value, really big property, beautiful listed farmhouse with a barn. It hasn't been converted or anything, but a good barn, 3 acres of land. So yeah, really, really good value proposition, that one. So if either is of interest, do give us a call. We'd be delighted to help. Just to let you know, I'm now on holiday for 2 weeks. So I won't be back until that first week of September. My first days off since middle of February. I'm dragging myself through, and I really look forward to coming back beginning of September, a bit more refreshed and looking forward to what I know will be a very busy autumn market. Bye-bye.